I haven't done one of these for a while. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney Plush collector from the UK. So happy Friday! This is my first Friday sit down video of 2023 that has nothing to do with a Disney trip. So I thought I would share an updated plush grails list, as I did this maybe a couple of years ago and obviously I've bought a lot of them since. So I thought I would share my plush grails with you. My birthday is actually coming up in a few weeks, but most of these aren't actually available in the UK, and that is why they are grails basically. So they range from like fairly easy to get. There are some that I can get through US Amazon, which isn't actually terribly expensive. It's quite fair. It's much cheaper than going through, say, Shop Disney US. And then it ranges to completely ridiculous, because there are rare wishables on here, there are rare D23 exclusives, all that fun stuff. So shall we go from the most ridiculous to the least ridiculous? Okay, so starting off with the most ridiculous is the Carl and Ellie boxed set. Now you may be thinking, Lizzie, you bought this in your Valentine's Day haul, and if you didn't see that, I will leave a card up above, but this is different. This is Carl and Ellie as children, whereas that box set was Carl and Ellie as adults. It was a D23 exclusive and it was limited to 300, so you can see why it's the most ridiculous, because I am not going to get something that limited within my budget. As you guys know, I don't tend to buy things that are more than double what they retailed for. There are some exceptions, but I don't think I would be able to find this for a good price. Some people will have obviously bought it purely to make money off of it, and I don't agree with that. So this is the most ridiculous grail I have. Coming in next is a Steamboat Willie that my friend Jack has, that I really want. So I've done a little bit of digging and it was limited to 1,000 pieces, so again it will be just as difficult to find. But what I love about it is it has Walt's signature on the foot. I do already have a Steamboat Willie that's limited. It's a Disneyland Paris one. I don't know where it is currently, but this one has Walt's signature, so it's gone like top of my list of my grails, and literally it's such a ridiculous one. I'm never going to own it. Another ridiculous one is the It's a Small World box set that was released for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. So by the time I knew that these were a thing, they were a monthly drop last year, the It's a Small World one had sold out everywhere, including Double Box Toys. I actually would have been willing to buy from Double Box Toys just to have this plush set, but I missed out unfortunately, and it's a lot more expensive on eBay, so I won't be able to get that. Another one that would be quite hard to get purely based on the price really, because I do see it on UK Amazon even though it was only originally available on US Amazon, is the D23 12 Mickey set. So this was all of the monthly Mickeys that they released in 2021, I believe, in a boxed set, so they were smaller. I did have one of these. I had the one that was meant to look like Walt, and I did do an unboxing of it, so if you haven't seen that video I will leave a card up above. But this was all 12 of them, and it would have been really nice to have them in a smaller form so that they were easier to display, but I was silly and didn't buy it, and I really regret it. I feel like I can't do a grail video without mentioning the two Cuddlies that I would really love to own. As these Cuddlies never re-released, I've never had a chance to buy them, and I would feel really uncomfortable buying these secondhand, to be honest, purely because they lose their stuffing so quickly the more you touch them. I'm finding that with my XL Stitch, so I just feel like if I bought one I would be buying a pancake that would need restuffing, although that would make a fun video. So if you see either of these on eBay or Vinted or anything, let me know on Instagram, lizeindisney. So the first one I had the opportunity to buy when Joe and I went to Blackpool, but I chose Stitch instead, and honestly I really regret that decision. Not that I don't love my Stitch, but Stitch was available when we went to Disneyland Paris in October, so I could have easily gotten that Stitch then, but Baymax has never come back, so Baymax is my number one Cuddlies grail. And my second grail to that would be the Winnie the Pooh Cuddlies. I do have the Eeyore, but I've never been able to find the Winnie the Pooh either in its medium form or its XL form like Stitch. I would be happy with either, so it really sucks that they don't sell him anymore. Next in the ridiculous category is all of the Nightmare Before Christmas squishmallows. So I was fairly new to squishmallow collecting when these came out, and I thought rather naively, in the same way I'd managed to get deals on my Sully squishmallows, that I would find someone on eBay who was doing a relatively reasonably priced bundle. But the full set of the Nightmare Before Christmas squishmallows go for upwards of £100 plus postage, and I just can't justify that. So on the grail list they will stay. Now I do have some more squishmallows on here, but I'm going to quickly segue over to wishables, because the full wishables that I really want are all like £100 each. So the set I don't have any from and would love to complete is the Little Mermaid set. I can't even remember why I don't have these. I think they were a very early release, and when I first started collecting wishables, the Haunted Mansion set and the Winnie the Pooh set had just come out. So maybe the Little Mermaid came and went, but I'm not 100% sure how I missed these. But I would really love to collect all of them. And then to complete sets, I would love Zero from the Haunted Mansion Holiday set, but the last time I saw him for sale someone wanted £100. They cost $15, people, stop being so greedy. And then to complete my Park Icons set, I really wanted to get the Spaceship Earth from Epcot and the Tree of Life from Animal Kingdom, and again I've seen those $100 to $125. I can't justify it. And then finally, for ones that are quite hard to find, the Elvis Stitch Squishmallow. Now this came to Five Below, which I think means it should be under $5, but they go for like £50 on eBay plus the postage. So this is one that I'm not going to own either, which is unfortunate because I have always wanted an Elvis Stitch plush. I don't own one, and they're all really expensive. Going down the list a little bit, these ones are ones that I could easily get from Bello Shop HK, but as I have two pending orders that are coming soon as haul videos, I just don't want to put any more orders in for a while. So from Hong Kong Disneyland, I would really love the Sully Raincoat plush. He's absolutely adorable. I should have put him in the order I did that had a couple of Sullys in there, because I was getting some other Sully grails. It would have just made sense to add him in, but I added some new emos instead. And they've recently bought out a large Pooh Bear plush. Now he's really expensive because he's really large, but as you will know, I really regret not getting the large Sully from Tokyo Disneyland, so I am just wishing that I could get this plush basically. I don't think it's ever going to happen because the postage costs would be ridiculous, but hey, if I ever get to go to Hong Kong Disneyland and they have it, you know I'm bringing it back this time, as I have regretted that Sully every day since we left Tokyo. And then on to Tokyo, because they have the best plush of all of the parks, I truly believe that. I'm going to stretch the boat of what counts as a plush for this one, because I really love their balloon cushions, so I would probably go with the blue one. They also do a pink, but I just think these are absolutely adorable. If I could afford them, I would have both and have like his and hers balloon pillows, because they're just so cute. And then again, stretching the boat, I regret not getting the Winnie the Pooh three-way bag when I was there, because hello, it's a plush bag. So it was a backpack, a handbag and a crossbody, depending on how you put the straps on. I should have bought it. I've nearly bought it on eBay since, but just looking through Bello Shop HK, I saw that they do a Gelatoni one. So that one's on my grail list now, because I adore Gelatoni. I mean, it would be more impractical than the Pooh one because the fur would get wet, but I love these bags. I wish I had one of these bags. But then on to actual plush grails. They do a fluffy Oswald, and I love their fluffy plushes. I've got the Brave Little Tyler Mickey, I think it is, which I got from Tokyo myself, and he's so soft, so I would love an Oswald as well. And they also do a fluffy Nana, so I would really love that one as well. Now these ones are all fairly easier to get, I would say, but I could be wrong and these things could change, they could sell out or anything. So for munchlings, my main munchlings grails at the moment are the Hades from the Frozen Treats set. I have one trader right now, and because Hades was like a really popular one, I don't think I could get a trade for Hades, I would have to buy him. Same goes for Lotso from the Frozen Treats set as well. This was a very popular one because Lotso is still such a popular character, so I don't think anyone would trade me for my Mickey Peppermint Candy, as it was a fairly easy one to pull. Now I'm going to do all of the Squishmallows in one go, as I think they would all be fairly easy to get if I'm willing to pay the postage on eBay. So I have the frozen Squishmallows all but one. They are in varying sizes, which does annoy me, but the one I am missing is Olaf, and I would specifically want him in 5-inch form because my Sven is in 5-inch form. So if that doesn't mean anything to you, it's the really small one that they do, and it's always the cheapest usually, but I fear that on eBay he might be in bundles, so I might end up getting Squishmallows I already have just because I can't get him on his own. And then I really want a Rapunzel Squishmallow. I think I've seen her on US Amazon. She's also available in 5 Below, I think, but it depends whether they've sold through their stock. I'm really hoping that because the UK have started to see Disney Squishmallows that the princesses will follow, but I'm yet to see any of them, to be honest. It's the more classic characters at the moment. Same for Tiana. She is fairly new, so will be quite expensive on eBay for a while until there is more of her and the demand kind of dwindles, so I will keep an eye on that and hopefully get a Tiana Squishmallow one day. And then you can see my Sully there that has a boo attached. They did the princesses like this as well. I didn't get the Elsa with the Olaf, which is a shame because then I wouldn't need that Olaf, purely because Anna and Sven weren't in that same style, and I did originally want them all to be the same size. But the ones I would like from this kind of style is Belle with a little tiny Lumiere and Ariel with a little tiny Flounder. And then the final Squishmallow to mention is a boxed set that I can get on US Amazon. So if I get birthday money, because my birthday's coming up this month, I might order it from US Amazon because I don't think it was that bad postage wise to get it. It's a Mickey Through the Years Squishmallow box set, so it contains some of the ones I already wanted in bigger form, like the Fantasia Mickey and the Steamboat Willie Mickey, and it's all presented in a nice cute box, which I love. And then 2 plushes that relate to what I got for Christmas. So if you haven't seen what I got for Christmas, there is a link in my description, but I got the Mickey and the Minnie Riviera plushes, so I would really like to get the Donald and the Daisy as well. I don't know whether it's worth just getting them from Double Box Toys, as I can't see me going back to Walt Disney World for a while at least, and I would like to complete the set, as Disney are notorious for randomly stopping doing these plushes. And finally, there are 4 Big Feet that I currently class as my grails. I have heard from a cast member friend that 2 of them are now available in Disneyland Paris, which is so annoying because they didn't have them in January. And if you didn't see my haul from my January trip, I will leave a card up above. I only bought 1 plush and I knew they wouldn't have these, but the fact that they got them like 2 to 3 weeks after my trip is really annoying. So my Big Feet grails, I've just put them in a collage for you, are Remy, who is apparently available in Disneyland Paris, Doug, who is also apparently available in Disneyland Paris, and Grogu and Baymax. So I'm really hoping that I can get my hands on those one day, but as most of them are available in America and I've got no trips to America, it's either a Double Box Toys or an eBay for me. But that is my plush grail list for March 2023. I would like to do this more often, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what your current grail is. I would love to know. So I will be back on Tuesday for my review of the Disney 100 plushes, so I really hope you will join me then. Have a great weekend and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye friends!